All right, we're back live again, still doing the subscribe-a-thon. And we're going to do some 3D printing today. I'll go ahead and turn my printer back on. And I have to install Cura Ultimaker. So let's go ahead and do that now. And basically, Cura is the Ultimaker is the slicing software that I use. And it's a free software that you can go ahead and use. I have Linux, so I'm going to download that one, the app image, and go ahead and install it. I'm trying to get back into doing more 3D printing with the stuff I already have. And I have an Ender 3D Pro, which is my printer. Alright, let's go ahead. So we got here. Alright, Ultimaker finish. Alright, so we want to go ahead and what? Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and make this executable. Chmod SX Ultimaker. And that's done. So then now we can go here and run it. And we'll see Ultimaker loading up. So this, like I said, this is the slicing software. And right here, you see my drink here. Just drinking some water. Gotta stay hydrated. So now Ultimaker is up and running, showing the things that's different and new, and all the settings. So my first build, this is my first build in a long time, so it's gonna be kind of sloppy, and I'm probably gonna have to do it more than once. And my speed is aren't there. Speed probably isn't there, so I'm gonna do all my settings and layering. It's all good. Um, then we want to go to Thingiverse. That's my stuff right here. All right. And what I want to print right now, because I don't know if I'm going through a thing or what, but I'm really curious about drones and how to, make them, the servo motors, how to fly them. I have to start looking into the physics of them um, for flight. But I think drones are the neatest little thing ever. So it's cool to make your own and you can race them. I can make a couple for my sons, and then I can make some for myself. I know I'm going to need to make quite a few of them just because I'm not familiar with flying them, and then both of them are pretty rough, so it's going to be an experience to say the least. Um, but it'll be a good one. Nonetheless, it'll be a good one. All right, so let me deny all of this. And let's say drone when we put it in. All right, I'm gonna look for one that I like, their style and design. I'll go from there. But just keep in mind, Thingiverse is where people already have images or file images that they've created that they're sharing with everyone else. If you're not really good with like Tinkercad, and I can go there too, so you can view that Tinkercad. Um, so you can go straight to 3D design and start tinkering. Oh, you have to have your account now, but yeah, you would go in and then make everything on here. I used to have an account. I can't remember what it is right this moment, but that's what if you are good with any type of CAD, Tinkercad, AutoCAD, you can design your own stuff with the 3D printer, come with your own designs and put them out. Um, but for people like myself who aren't really that savvy with them, you can come on here, use someone else's image, and then print your own items like that, and make minor modifications, stuff like that. If you're not good with the balance and making things level or even or accurate to size. So I always like these designs right here. Oh, this is a hacking drone for penetration tests. Oh wow. Oh, oh, this is crazy. That's cool though. But I'm gonna stay away from that one right now. Not because the 3D image would do anything, but I want something simple where I'm not using too much filament, printer filament right now, because I'm not trying to replace anything. I'm just trying to get something. This is probably going to be the ideal one right here. It's a tiny pocket one. It's my first time building, so then I can go ahead, develop it, print it on my printer. And I wonder if the propellers are built here too. Now I'm going to see if I can get a autonomous system. All right, here we go. There's a camera, motor, CCW, 62. And see, when you're doing the drones, it's opposite. So you have the configurations are here: CCWCC, then CCWCC, and then CCCCW motor to CCW. So it kind of feels maybe backwards, or it's not necessarily intuitive, but it's creating balance, if you want to think like that. So the blue is the left hand, right hand, and then left hand, right hand is going to keep things even. If that's how you want to look at it. That's how I view it. You have to have some type of, not necessarily symmetry, but counterbalance. But they have their schematics there, showing it in the air, showing it what it's doing on the desk, the size. It also has a camera in it. Alright, I like this. So I think I'm going to go with these files here. And I'm going to download all the files. And they're all going to have to be, you can either print these things separately or you can print them all at one time. I'm just getting my stuff back together and I have to manually balance um, with the current situation and setup that I have. So I'm not going to, I would normally just put them all on the same bed, set all the infill. This looks vaguely like mine. Okay, no, these are standard speeds. I like to bump mine up just ever so slightly. And temperature. I need to look at its temperature. Now with 3D printing, if you want to, and the layer height, I'm going to do 0.18. If you want to, depends what you're printing. If you want it to come out really well, you have to be patient. Some builds can take 18 hours. And yes, I said 18 hours. It can be 18 hours before you get a product. So my kids are often turned off by it, but it's worth it sometimes in the end. That traveling, enable jerk control. Okay, and enable retraction. Retracted layer change. Cooling. I'm not gonna worry about that part. Okay, build. You gotta use a skirt or raft. Depending. This is gonna be building direct, so I'm gonna go with skirt. It's not building up, so I don't need balancing with like the rafts. That's what I use them for because it gives a wide, thick area, and then you can just break it later. Um, mm, okay, all this looks good to me, but I haven't picked the device. Oh, do you? That's fine. All right. I'll have to do that too. Okay. All right. So yeah. So now it's good. Creator 3 Pro. Now that we have all of that set, it's enough to work. Oh, I didn't. What is the temperature? I don't mess with that. But you have to have the right temperature and everything like that, so that it does what it's supposed to do. Here we go. I like mine slightly higher than that, 215. Look at what your filament is rated at, and also just pay attention to the results. Like sometimes you need to go up 5 degrees. Your tool that you're using might not be 100% accurate, right? So it doesn't hurt to actually check that out. I've downloaded it too many times. So one's the frame cover. So let's do the frame first. I'll extract it all. Uh, Pictures maybe. Ah, shit. Alright, extract all. Alright, there you go. And all you have to do is drag it in there. Saying model errors. Fix your model and open it again into Cura. Alright, so it says some pieces are missing. But what we can do is you have to get creative with this stuff and say, okay, I want to build this a certain way. So that person has built this a certain way for them. But I can see that all of it's flat. So what I would do is I would I would rotate it and then flip it over. Make sure it's the right thing. And then we can say adhere to build plate or something like that. Let's see right there. Mm. Yeah, drop all models to build plate. I gotta make it a little flatter. I gotta close this so I can actually work with it. There we go. And then now, right click, drop all models to build plate. Cause I want it to be flat and for flush with it. How do we? All right, drop right there. This side is up in the air. There we go. That's all I want to do is drop it to the build plate if I can. I don't want this up on the ground. It's not liking these rough edges and areas, I guess, right here. Um, like we can try to build with it still there, but this is not getting flush and level like I would like it to be. Drop all models to build plate. lay flat. Bow. So now we got something that's laying flat. We can move it across the board. I like to build in the center, and we can change our view and our angles right by the lower left hand here in the cube. So I can look at it and I can see that it's not where I want it to be. So I would take this tool right here and just slide it over. What? There we go. I want mine more in the middle because um, it's a little better that way for mine because I'm not perfect on balancing my board out. Um, so that makes it much easier to see where we stand. And if it's not, it's slightly off a little bit. It's not leveled completely. It'll be off a little bit in the middle. But the way that you adjust it, it works out better in my favor. So, or at least that's what I think and believe, and I'm going to keep thinking and believing it. So let's go ahead and slice this and find out how long it's going to take. It says 1 hour and 12 minutes at that speed to build this piece right here, um, which I'm cool with. Let's see if we're going to have any glitching or issues like that. So when it builds up, it's going to build like this. It's going to put a micro skirt around it. And that's it. I forgot this is a smaller item. So we might, so we can see at which, so when it starts down here, if I start from here, we can see it's going to build the skirt line around it. And let's come up another layer. 20, it's going to be 100 something layers. So at this layer, we want to see how is it going to come around. Okay, so it's going to come around, make these lock areas, these lock pins. And we can watch it from different angles. Okay. Okay. All right. That looks good. When I zoom in on it, I'm not really seeing anything. We're gonna have any aberrations or anything weird going on. So hold that thought. I'm gonna go get my USB drive so that I can actually go ahead and hook this thing up and make sure that it can get built right away today. Because that's what I need. That's what we need. We need to go ahead, get this 3D stuff printed. I'll keep playing this while I go get my USB drive, and I'll also show it on the camera over here on this side what it looks, what my USB setup is for my micro SD card. Because you have to use a micro SD card to actually up, upload your images into um, the actual 3D printer. But I'm gonna keep my headset on, right? And hey, lock in with me. Comment in here. We're doing some 3D printing. All right, I'll go down here and get this really quickly. Hold it, hang in there with me. Hang in there.
They have a question.
Yeah, some of my subscribers are gonna go ahead. Use my 3D printer.
Come on. Come on.
It's only me, go.
Come on, Tom.
Go.
Why?
You up?
Play games.
No, I'm using it. Boy. All right. So I'm back. This is the USB drive that I'm going to use. You just plug in the back. So again, here you go. I'm sorry I didn't have it in view. So this is the USB stick that I use. You go ahead and you plug in your micro SD right behind it. I'm off again. Here we go. So you plug it right in here, push it down in there. Oh, maybe not. Plug it in there. Then you plug it into your device. All right. So now I have it plugged in. I'm going to show you. It's going to say, it says save to removable drive. It wants me to save to um, a drive I don't want. All right, yeah. So yeah, and then see, this is going to keep going up the layers. It's going to show every single layer. It's still fine. All right, so I should have something on there because it went away. That drive went away. No, it's still plugged in. Hold on. All right, it did Christmas ornaments. So I have done stuff like this, Christmas ornaments, stuff like that. Headphones. But I don't see that on there, so let's go ahead. What's up with that? Yeah, save to removable. Alright, good. So it saved it on there. I don't want to eject it just yet. I want to make sure that it's actually in there. Yes, that's the frame right there today. It's on there. So we have the frame. So now I can say, yes, go ahead and eject. And we're going to eject. And in an hour or so, hour and a half, check back with me. We should have something built. Okay, people? We're going to have something built. And then I just go ahead and I take it out of there. And I can easily do this. Like I said before, when I'm 3D printing, this is my workflow. I just go ahead and I take it right on out of here, and then I plug this into the actual 3D printer down in the garage. All right, I'll be right back. Hold that thought, okay? All right, I'm back. Woo! So that's building. As that builds, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna take a little second away from that. Right? We're gonna let that build, and I'm gonna come back about an hour and a half or so, because the printer actually has to warm up. Then we're gonna see what it has to print, and like I said, we're gonna come back about an hour and a half or so and check that out. But in the meantime, we're gonna move on. Moving on, right? We're going to switch gears, right? And let's see. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch gears and do a little more exciting stuff. All right. We're gonna do some more exciting stuff. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. If this is your first time here. While we have the 3D printer going, we're just gonna go ahead and start talking about Angular right next. All right. Just moving around. We're doing the streamathon. We keep it exciting. We're gonna do some more JavaScript. Right. Um. Oh, I might not be. I'm gonna be able to stay in that area right there. Right. We're gonna talk about some Angular. Right. I was at work. They're talking about, hey, we want to do more. We want to do updated Angular. Right. So let's talk about some Angular. Angular JS. Now, me, I used to do the DevOps and things like that, but I say, hey, I'm curious. I'm like, hey, me being me, I have a curious mind, so I can't help myself. So we got V20 here. We're just gonna read the docs, man. All right. Um, and over here on the side, this is my in the lower left-hand corner. It's my trusty FX3. I have a lot of video coming to you with this here. I'm just gonna make sure that you guys are getting all the content that you need, right? Um, I want to be value added. I want to be entertaining, give a little bit of lifestyle, right? Because a lot of stuff crosses over, right? There's a reason or a why behind why I do what I do, um, and you'll get to see that and get an idea of that, right? So let's look at this right here. Do 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 Angular. Boom boom. All right, so let's get started. What are they saying? New to Angular, try completely in browser tutorial lessons. Start coding. Nah, I'm not doing that. I want to know what the docs are. So we're gonna go to the docs. Test deploy with Angular CLI. Get your project running under a minute with the command you need to grow into a deployed production. Components, features of development. I guess start with components. For Angular signals. Let's start with the component section. You already read the essentials guide. Let's go to essentials guide. We already did all this JavaScript. Blah blah blah. Hands-on tutorial. Blah blah blah. I don't like that. I want it to be in my environment. So what we're gonna do is this. We're just gonna say, let me see. I'm gonna find somebody who knows what they're doing, because it sounds like Angular they don't. And they know their stuff is so ridiculous and cluttered that they don't even want you to start on your own. This is crazy. Let me see. npm install Angular 20. We want 20. We want the latest and greatest. Alright. I know it's a loop. It's just a crazy loop back. Like, ooh, play, ooh, ooh. No, this is why people be caught in tutorial hell and never get out. Right? We want to use yarn or npm. Yarn or npm. Let's go npm. Bum bum bum. Yeah, because we don't want to be stuck in tutorial hell, people. We just don't. It's not good for me. It's not good for you. It's not good for the space. Like we have literal people who can develop things talking about they about to get laid off. Their first response should be, "So, I'm gonna build something to go against you. Google, Facebook, I'm going against you. Amazon, like, oh, okay, you want to get rid of a couple, 20, 20, 50, 100, oh, 1,000 of us? All right, we work together to come against you, right? We're going to make our own community project. How about that? We'll come against you, right? So, let's get started. Enough of the rants. All right. At Angular, CLI. Bow. Da-da-da-da. Now, this is how I learn stuff. This is not maybe the best way to learn it. I kind of jump around. I kind of figure it out. I get my hands dirty. That's it, me, though. All right, I gotta change. Hold on, real quick. Could do a. Funny random story. I remember one day I logged in at work and I typed in Sherm, right? And it was a guy I was working with. He was looking over my shoulder and he was like, "Who's Sherm?" And I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, that was the wrong account, right?" But also, I was just like, "Oh yeah, that's what I use um, to go ahead and at home for all my user accounts, so it's no biggie, right?" But just FYI, I thought that was a hilarious thing. All right, so we want to do ng new. In your turn, run the CLI command ng new, and you'll get your with your desired project name. We're gonna say ng new. We're gonna call it Case Tech. I need to do a new website. Yeah, we're just gonna act like this is gonna be my new website. So let's do that. Say yes. Would you like to enable autocomplete? This will set up your terminal suppressing tab. Wow. Yes. Why wouldn't we want would you like to share pseudonyms uses data? No. Damn, they tracked the CLI. Hell no. Out of pocket. All right. So, enough of that. Sorry, guys. All right. Local setting. No local source space for configuration file. Effective set. Which style sheet format would you like to use? I understand CSS. I'm kind of messed up on SAS, and then you have less. I'm gonna use SAS because I need to learn today. Wow, I'm in a learning mood. All right, do you want to enable server-side rendering and static site generation, pre-rendering? The default is no. Um, Server-side rendering, static site generation. We gotta go to Google. Let's find out why we will use either. Static. I mean, benefits, server side rendering, and this is all I do. I don't be doing a lot, but I figure it out. Yep. Nope. Nope. We're not doing it. I already saw it. That puts additional strain on our server. It's a no. Oh, we want a zoneless application? Let me look that up. Zoneless. All right, come on. Let's get it. Zoneless application. Let's see. Using zoneless in the test bed, the zoneless provide function can also be used with a test bed to help ensure the components on the test are compatible with zoneless Angular applications. Uh, DOM events, trigger, improve core with files. No, we don't need to do this. Because, see, this is where I'm talking about. These days in tech, people be doing too much. Too much. All right. Which AI tools do you want to configure with Angular best practices? What? We're gonna go with GitHub Copilot. All right. And we have the new case tech building, building. Okay. So once we get the successfully initialized portion, that means I'm doing it right. Ha, I'm on the right track. Nothing like that, right? So if I'm on the right track, it should be easy for you guys to get on the right track. I'm telling you right now, I'm alright, right? But we're gonna make something shake today. I feel it, right? We have the subathon still going. Remember, if this is your first time checking in with us, remember like, comment, subscribe, right? We have some things going on. I'm gonna give you a little flurry. Ooh, there you go. Um, but we have the drone being built right now. Um, so we have about another 45 minutes on that to see what the results are on that. And in the meantime, we're going to sit here and play and learn a little Angular 20, have some good fun with it. Okay. All right. Using master as the name for the initial branch. This default branch name, and so does it change. You can fit global and all default branch. Names commonly chosen instead of master are main, trunk, and development. So yeah. Oh, Rick. Woo. Shoot, I had two soccer games I had to go to today. Um, that was interesting. All right, so let's see. CD case tech. Boom, boom. We want to npm start it. Let's see what that looks like when it starts up. It's going to create something. For, uh, I'm telling you, just weird things. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm questioning a lot of their antics. Um, I'm gonna leave it at that. Maybe because they're way smarter than I am. I don't understand. That's what I want to say. Uh, what? I say H2P local host. All right. Hello, Case Tech. Congratulations, your app is running. So we did that first part, right? And we didn't have to stay on their website to let them watch us, to let them watch our interaction with their stuff. That's all good. We don't need that, right? Nor do we want it. So let's see. Let's dig into what they've built for us over here on the left. We have a source directory. We have a public directory. That's where your favorite cons are at. Okay, that's where their stuff is at. I probably have to put my own stuff there, right? Source, index. Okay, that's your home page. Case tech is on the title. Yep, it's up there in the title. Some way they have their image or logo in there. Yeah, the favicon right here. We're gonna delete that favicon for a second, and we're gonna say Control S. For me, for you guys, it's like if you're using Macs and stuff. For the rich people, you guys have something different. So it's gonna reload the page for me when I save. So that's always good. That's always good. You have main TS TypeScript. Ooh, bells and whistles. Let me close this. I was playing with that earlier. Save that. I can close my Docker Compose. All right. Then we have styles, CSS, blah blah blah, or SAS. Okay. All right. Everything's looking good right here. I mean, I can't complain too much. They have their favicon.ico right there. Um, um, let me download my image so that we can go ahead and load that into my as my logo, right? And then let's see what else we can get into. Um, I might have to phone a friend as far as setup and configuration, especially with the components and the way they set everything up. Okay, app says app the routes, so it's gonna be our routes page for our location, app HTML, app config TypeScript. Okay, provider and routes. Okay, that's our index. Okay, app. Okay, here we go. That's the app root right there. Okay, alright, well, that looks good. So that's the app root. Uh, okay, so these are the titles and links. It's a pill group. And right now I'm just going through it all, looking at what I can figure out. Okay, so this is the hello, and this is the title, which is I don't want to say. So I'm gonna say welcome to. I can believe that's Case Tech. Or now abbreviated version. All right, and then we're just gonna work back. Where is title at in the rest of this? Congratulations, your app is running with a little character. I don't really know. We want to say, congratulations, you're on the right track. Cause we want to get busy. We want to get to it. We don't want to play any games with anybody. We letting them know right now. When they come here, the Case Technologies, that's you included, if you didn't catch on. You're on the right track, right? You're gonna get some value added information. We got all types of stuff going for you, right? This right here for item and there. List of items, items of. I mean, this is a cute pill group. It says a pill group, but does that mean it's supposed to be expandable? No, they're just a group together. This isn't saying much, Google. I'm telling you right now, I am not impressed. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm not impressed. I'm kind of disappointed, and I get it. I've always thought y'all stuff was a little difficult to get into, and little more difficult than one like myself would like. One of average, regular, everyday intelligence. I'm just not feeling it. Um, I just gotta keep it a buck, man. I'm just not feeling it. I'm about to delete all this. Okay, I'm done talking. You guys are cooked. It's over. Track item that title. Oh, get all of this. Right, that's the for loop. What's the rest? Item that title. So then they're using the item that titles down here. Span W3 org. SVG GitHub Angular. Where do I say GitHub at? Oh, that's gonna be in the bad. This social links. Okay. All right, this is social links. So really, I can pretty much just delete all of this. Uh-huh. Up into the pill group. Get rid of all of them. This is extra div. And it's saying to the right side. I do like that, how they specified that. That was good. Good details. Alright. So now we have all of that gone. It's on the right side still over here. I don't care about none of that, right? So let's start. I want to do some other stuff. This is the right side. We're going to maintain our side. Because it's their side, then there's our side, right? Alright, we're gonna have to make some type of class. Alright, so yeah, it's gonna be our side. And then we're gonna say, uh, what is it that case technology does? What is that we do? Um, we have to have some header stuff here, right? Some H1 references. We have to have something like this, like some header titles. We're gonna have to be like, um, we're gonna have to do class headers, um, header group, maybe. Maybe we're a header group. I don't know. Header group. But I want them to receive all the same CSS, of course. Alright. And then we're going to say, ah. Alright, I messed something up. That's why I was doing all that noise. But alright, here we go. We have our header group. What is it that we do? We do cloud, computing to, course, um, research and development. We also do consulting. Let's say technology consulting. Because what is a business really without doing a little bit of consulting, right? Are you really in business if you're not doing any? If you don't have the ability to do some consulting, all right. Jumbo, margin, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do a paragraph here, right? Let's do that. P, bow, bow. P. Where is this Angular title come from? I'm not cancel. Ah, no, I don't want to answer that. Shoot. How did they do that to me? Alright, how did I do I'm gonna paste this here. Bow. Then I'm gonna go boom. Bow. So then we're gonna go, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. Alright, so look. It looks like we have something going here. I'm gonna go get some lorem ipsum. And we're just gonna fill in. Lorem ipsum generator. Lorem ipsum generator. Alright. Lorem ipsum generator. Yeah, so if you're curious about like ever stepping out on a website, doing things like that, um, you want stuff like this, right? I don't want 5 paragraphs. I want 2. So we're going to generate 2 paragraphs. I'm going to copy or hit the copy button would be smarter. I'm like, we're going to talk about our cloud computing, who we are. We're going to put that in a paragraph format. I'm just going to go ahead and paste that. It doesn't really matter to you guys. We're going to come back to this page right here. Alright, so we have 2 paragraphs right here. But it's not showing 2 paragraphs, so I'm going to have to go in and break it up. I'm going to do something like, let's do a break. Hey, I didn't ask for that. Did I ask for that? It's not even it. I'm going to do it. So I think it's a B, space B. Jeez. Stressing me out. Alright. No, that's bold, right? Let me look at break. I don't have to be too big and bad for that. Thank for HTML. BR tag, bruh. I gotta do better. I was way off the mark. Don't tell anybody. Delete myself? Mm. Bum. Oh, man, they're not playing fair, bro. All right, here we go. It's BR, and I'll leave it open, right? Yeah, it's just BR. Let's line break. Let's line break. Start back with the lower ISO on a new. Um, okay, so we got there, but we need a little more spacing, right? I'm about to put a span in it or something. All right, let's see. Break, break, emphasis, break, 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 break. Hmm. And this is what you want to do. You just want to come over here and then just look at everything. Oh yeah, that's not what I want. It's not span. Uh, so many, so many. Used to be pretty good. What's the new line thingamajiggy? THTR. Ah! Oh. Dun-dun-dun. Let's see. Section. Alright. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to put it maybe a div between them or a section. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try section. Let's see, section. Bow. Bow, 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 bow. Here we go. And then we do a section here. Now, oh, oops, I'm sorry. I need it in the middle of it. We need to break these up. The sentence look crazy. I'm just gonna be frank. It's not looking good. Okay. All right. I'm not impressed by my own stuff. All right. At this point. All right. That ain't doing it. That ain't doing it. So now, do I care to do that? No, I don't. I don't care to fix all that. Let's just do one paragraph at a time. Get rid of this. All right. And let's control S. All right, that looks a lot better. Cloud computing, we lower ipsum, lower ipsum, lower ipsum. Now we have a research and development header. I'm about to lower ipsum another one, right? Or could just lower ipsum the whole way, same stuff. So I'm gonna copy this line, and I'm gonna Jiminy Crickets, holy smokes! All right, here we go. Jeez, it might be easy. Where's the generator at? This is ridiculous at this point. All right, I'm just gonna copy the second line. They have some different lower ipsum writing. We're going to put this under our research and development paragraph format. You know what I just realized I did? What I did was so dumb. Let me go back. Let me go back. I just realized something I could have done. Just use paragraph tag around each paragraph. Duh. Alright, so look, let's go back. Act like you didn't see that. Because I'm winging it here. Just having a good time. Yeah. Playing with the code. Not letting the code play with me. I mean, it looks like it's playing with me, but I'm still in control here, okay? At least I want to feel like that, right? Bum, 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 now we have something, I think. Yeah, there we go. I told y'all that would work. I knew it would work, and it did work. All right. So now, research and development. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna tell them I want two. I want one paragraph this time because two is just crazy, 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 right? And that's what we're gonna go with here. Just want one. They gave me the same sentence twice. Three times. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing for this last one. We're going to do one. And then we're going to see what does that look like. All right. Does it flow? Yes. The answer is yes. This flows. You're welcome to Case Tech. Congratulations, you're on the right track. Yes, because you decided to come here with us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but because you decided to come check us out, you're already in good hands, right? And that's a good look to me and for me, and it's a good look for you too. So keep following along. So we have this part already etched out. I have to log in and get my logo so that I can see what's up. Ha! Let's get the logo. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, I might already have it on here somewhere. But let me. Don't ask why I just opened LibreOffice. It makes no sense. All right. Whew. Oh, I can't even. Let me get back to the chat, the live stream. Y'all might have questions for me and all types of stuff. Um. All right. We're rocking. We're rolling. I'm not even gonna sweat it. We're rocking and rolling. I'm gonna add a few more wrinkles into this thing. Um. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Case. In case. No. In case I didn't tell you. Alright. Case. Adios. Music. Did you What is this? Oh, that's something else. Oh. I don't need that. I need. Alright. I'm just not. I'm just gonna use one for my email. Let me log in. Alright, I'm still gonna use that. So. Hey, if you have questions, you want to see more videos like this, let me know so we can lock in. I'm all about it. Hmm? Yay! Okay, I'm about to get it, guys. Hang in there with me. Just bear with me. We're gonna get all this angular stuff tightened up. And what's this angular stuff at the top? Uh, Angular. Gotta get rid of all that. Oh, class Angular logo. Oh, that changed rather quickly. Now, what if I say no logo? Hmm. All right. All right, I got it coming. I ain't forget about y'all. All right, so now I can put my logo. See, they got Angular logo, everything in line. I said delete everything, but I don't know if I want to delete it right now. I kind of like it. I'm kind of impressed by this part. All the style gradients and stuff. Okay. Call this case logo. Yeah, I'm just gonna repurpose all your stuff. Kind of like it. It's kind of cool. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna do that, and what else do we have? I say case logo. Yes. And we're gonna find the case logo. Where is case logo going to be? Because they had this. I got over the. Uh, social media. Oh, I don't know why I'm not just inspecting. Duh. What is this? This is angular stuff at the top. Here we go. So one of who's this guy? Where's the SVG logo from? Oh, this is the SC. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see, what's that? What is this? Hmm. Mm, plus. Hmm. Delete that. Hmm. Hmm. All right, gotta look into that real quick. Hmm. Huh. All right, now what we got? Nothing. It's still there. All right, I gotta figure out how to get rid of that. But so far, so good. We look like we had something basic. Have computer research and development, technology and consulting. Let's look up Angular routing, Angular routes. They made an app TS. All right, title is case tech. Let's change this to true name. Let's, yeah, I might be able to use this technologies. You know what I mean? Unexpected closing. SVG. All of this is the SVG. That's why. Okay. Okay. Alright, welcome to Case Technologies. Now I have to come back and put in the icon and all that other stuff. But let's see about this. Let's see. Welcome to export class. Yeah. Alright, good. Next page. Anatomy of component. Update the template property to read hello universe. HTML template preview update with your message. Alright, I'm about to go Google half. Add routes to Angular 20. Like I said, this is how I go. Because that's the only way to move quickly. You be caught in tutorial hell unless you do it the right way. I always try to find out how to do it the right way rather than a bunch of short examples, stuff like that, or long examples for that matter. You want to be able to go in here and start working day one. No exceptions. No BS stuff, right? So let's get to it. Let's define our routes. Alright. Here's a basic example of a route. So it would be on the source, app, app.routes.ts, boom. Here we go. So we want to import routes, which is already done for us. Then we want a home page. And which I was working on, that was actually our home page. Then we want to do home page from that, which should be home dash page, home dot page dot component. Let me exit out of that. So that doesn't exist. So it's going to look like that. It's going to be a little faded. Then we're going to say admin page. I do need an admin page, but I didn't even think of that. From that. That's good. So it's an about page and admin page. I'm going to call this specifically an admin page. I want to see if I can do an admin dashboard. That'd be really good for me. I can see if I can easily manage and update stuff on my personal website like that. So we're going to say about page from dot, it'll be about dash page, page slash about dash page dot component. So we're going to have to create a component for each of these, which isn't bad. Then we're going to have to do export routes equal, and we're going to put inside of a list. If you're not familiar with lists, you need to go check out some of my other videos that speaks about lists. 2, 3. No, we need 2 of these, right? No. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2. Yeah, we're going to need 1, 2, 3. So I need 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to do them all right now at the same time. And this is where you have to learn your tools, right? And know, okay, this is how that works. And then you can do multi-line adjustments like this. Okay. So now I have all that stubbed out where I don't necessarily have to worry about it, right? So boom, got the home page. That's gonna be the home page, right? We'll say home page. Then we have right here, we're gonna have the about page. About. But we also want to say about. Bow. Then we want to come here. We're gonna say admin. This is the admin page. And to me, it looks good. I like it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right, what do y'all think right here? Is this a good look? Is it not a good look? Um, let me know. Let me know what it is. All right. All right. So now we can come back. Hold on. Simple route. All right. So all right. So now we want to um, add the route to our application when bootstrapping application with inclusive providers. Now I don't see where this would take place. Oh, that's app TS that has that. Yeah, Angular Core, maybe. Oh no, here we go. All right, here we go. So this is gonna be on the app config.ts and provider Angular routers already involved and thought of provider router routes is already in there. Okay, good. So static URL paths refer to routes with predefined paths. These are the routes that match a path string exactly and have a fixed outcome. So we're gonna work through that. Define your all-passive route parameters. You can define the type of pattern by adding parameters to your route's path string and prefixing each parameter with the colon character. So boom, boom, colon ID. The following example displays a user profile component based on the user ID passing through the URL. So back to apps. App routes.ts. We will have to import a user profile to define user-based routes. Wildcards. How England matches So they have an eagerly loaded component and a lazily loaded. When you define a route with the component property, let's see. Do I still have an issue? Let's see if I can do an about page. Because I didn't even write about page, so it makes no sense. Alright, good. And I like this setup better too. We put everything on the components. And then do home auth and stuff like that and so forth. Lazily loaded components. You can use a load component property to lazily load the JavaScript for a route only at the point at which the route will become active. Login. Alright, so yeah, use eager loading for primary, so like a home page, and then lazy loaded for secondary pages or other pages. And I'm gonna go back and change this. I think I like that. Well, let's just keep it like this for now, right? We'll make so we need to make about page, right? I don't know. This is not clear, but I guess if you know it, you know it. That's what they're looking at. I don't tell you anything about files. Uh, Time to Google it to get it right. Let's get it. I didn't ask anything about children. Come on, dog. I'm doing the most. Alright, let's see. Routes. I want to see the router. I want to see, hold on, specifically Angular 20. 20. All right, so this makes sense. Okay. So I need to know the commands for that for the CLI in Angular. And I'm supposed to be doing ng create. So that makes sense. All right. So I need to be doing ng create component. And let's see how or I could just make it based on the routes that we provided here. So this would be about, like I said, about page there. Let's see. Component. Alright, I need to look up that too. Angular 20 page component. Hmm. Okay. So we can't do that. So I can go ng g component. We called it in the tutorial. They called the routes. Uh, about page. About page. So I think before I run this, I want to go ahead and just delete that. And let's do that. Alright, so everything that I need should show up there on the source app. Hmm. Okay, so there is about page folder. I gotta refresh this. Oh, here we go. Bow. So then it makes everything for you as far as that. That damn sure was getting lost on that. Okay, page works. Bow. Bow is the HTML for it. Oh, wow. I kind of prefer components and then that, but we'll go with this for now. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Now I should be able to come back and say npm start. And when I go to about this time, it should work, right? No, what? Source. What doesn't it? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Huh? The only ones I spelled wrong out of all those. It's crazy. Admin dash. Oh, it should be a slash here. So, one thing that's good about this, I will say, is it will point out all of your errors and your deficits and issues. And that's fine. I can do the same thing I just did for NG. I say, yeah, man, this page. And it knows where to run it, even, even if I'm down in source, it's still, oh, shoot, no, it didn't. It's going to mess it up. I need to move that to app. Alright, now we're good. And I can come here and refresh this. So now we should have a different situation where we go npm start. Okay, what did I do wrong? Hmm. Is it looking for that actual term? it make a change? Phew. Alright, let's see this error handler. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Alright, let's take about a 20-minute break. Whew, my head is hurting. I got cooked with this one. Alright. All right, so the 3D printer actually printed out the the drone. This is the finished product. I'll try to zoom in for you here. Let's get a closer look. Very close. You can see it's kind of stringy right here. And come out as clean. So one in the middle is stringy, but top is very smooth, like it needs to be. And this is the landing gear right here. And it will be landing like this. All the motors will be put in here. And no wonder it only took an hour. It's very tiny. It's not as large as I expected it to be. But it's alright. It's a good thing. Um, I can print quite a bit of these at one time. And I don't have to worry about how long it would take in terms of time. So I like it. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Um, I'll be getting back to you all on the rest of the components, setting that up. Um, but it was good. I thought it would take another slight break, and I'll be back to you guys shortly. All right. I'm actually going to end this stream, and we're going to do a gaming stream. So tune in for that if you're interested in gaming. But that was it. You 3D printed with me today. And that's what we got off the Ender 3D Pro. And I have another one going right now. Like, comment, subscribe, share with others.